Hello everyone, I'm Will Admit, this is take 4 of this. Welcome to the Void. I'm the Unknown Gamer and I'm going to be showing you an alternative strat for the first fight in FF7 Remake, Blindfolded. So we're going to start the same way, 6 dodge rolls backwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 to the right diagonally, but we're going to do a few just to be safe. And we're going to hold block and build up our ATB gauge. That's a grenade. That's ATB filled. So instead of magic, we're going to use braver for 2 reasons. The save on MP, and there's a chance that you end up killing both Shinra soldiers. But this depends primarily on their positioning rather than yours. So it's like a luck-based thing. We're gonna do the same thing, wait for the ATB gauge to fill, like that.
Brace yourself.
And then, I've tried this a few ways. Doing it the way prior, with the previous strat, you were still in the corner, you would not move, but I'm going to try, nah, screw it. I'll practice that off camera. So we're gonna walk ourselves in the corner. And then we're gonna turn Cloud around. That should be enough. And we're going to take 20 or 26 to 28 steps forward, so listen to Cloud's footsteps and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So, if I did that right, we should be at the door for the cutscene trigger, or I guess the hallway to it. If I walk to my left, I should hit it. Now, I should note that around this area, around the thing, there is a series of grates, and if you walk over them, they do make an audible sound cue. Now, if you walk too far to the left and you end up hitting that corner, I would move my camera, but I know that will horribly mess up my positioning as I am blindfolded right now. If you end up walking into that corner to the, I guess it would be Cloud's left, but to the doorway it would be the right of it. Either to the left, either Cloud's left or the right of the doorway is like a corner you could end up walking into. Now, there's a chance, it's incredibly likely too, you end up walking over that grate when you do. And when you do, it'll let you know that you're off position. So how you can save yourself is just by walking to the right. I would say like 2-3 steps, walk forward, same amount, and then walk into the cutscene trigger. But if I did this right, if I walk to my left, I should hit the cutscene trigger.
Who in the hell?
Like that. So that is an alternative strat for the fight. It stays on MP because we are going to be using it heavily for this part of the first encounter, so to speak, or the first level. So we're going to skip the cutscene, and we are going to skip the 2 tutorials, and we are going to hold block.
Go ahead.
Now, this strategy admittedly relies heavily on just hoping that the 2 Shinra soldiers do not use a grenade. I've gotten it to where neither of them use a grenade.
He can use magic?
And you can just use magic in order to kill both of them. Like I said, you have to hope neither of them use a grenade. Right now, the only guy I have left to deal with is the guy to my left, it sounds like. But yeah, you just have to hope neither of them use a... Shit. I'm gonna dodge roll just to be safe, and then... Assuming I'm still where I think I am. If I walk forward some, I should hit the... Like, walk over the... Ooh, there we go. Okay, so, yeah... You can still save yourself if one of you uses a grenade by just dodging back to where you were, similar to the first encounter, but it's still ironically RG heavy because I would say you preferably would not want them to use a grenade. And I've gotten a handful of attempts from my practice where they end up not using grenades. But yeah, that's about it for this quick update video. In summary, what we went over is we used Braver in the first fight to conserve MP, and there's also a chance of it killing both Shinra soldiers in one hit. That way you can deal with the fight faster. I discussed a safety / backup strat if you end up getting lost, if hearing yourself walk over a grate, or if you think you've walked too far from the thing. I still have to figure out how to do that properly, but you just need to listen for that grate sound. If you hear Cloud walk over it, depending on where you are, or if you hear a fan, a distinct, like, loud, like, buzzing fan at the end of the hallway, you can either, if you end up walking into that corner, you can walk to your right, like 2 or 3 steps, walk forward about the same amount, and then walk to your left into the cutscene trigger. If you walk too far from the door, you start hearing that fan. I recommend just walking backwards like 2 or 3 steps diagonally to the right, and then trying to walk into the cutscene trigger. But that's nowhere near as consistent as the other thing, because yeah, you might still have a sound cue because those grates are all around that doorway. It's still nowhere near as consistent as the other one, because you at least know that even if you walk forward a few steps and you hear Cloud continuously walking, you know that you're not going anywhere because you're in that corner. And then for the second encounter, you want to use magic, and you have to hope neither Shinra soldier actually uses a grenade. I have gotten them to not use grenades, whether it be by killing them faster than they can actually use the grenades, or just them not using it. You use magic to keep yourself centered and positioned correctly, and then after the fight's done, either if they hadn't used a grenade or you save yourself by rolling back to where you were, you just walk forward into the next cutscene trigger. So yeah, it's nowhere near as consistent as I would like it to be, but it's as good as I've gotten so far. I will spend the better part of, I guess, the next hour or so trying to figure out how to get this next encounters consistent, especially since after those first 2 fights, you actually get a save, so you can, you wouldn't have to go through the entire, beginning cutscene if you want to practice it. You will have to reload, you will have to make a whole new save just to practice that second attempt again, or second fight, I mean. So yeah, that's about it. If you found this video helpful at all, if you want to try beating FF7 blindfolded like I want to, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to always stay anonymous.